Live. So welcome everybody. Adult Titty 95 here, doing another one of these news streams. Go around to everyone who you are and what you guys got this week.
I am Megamus Megatoy fan, and I got nothing. I ain't get anything.
We got the douchebag.
I ain't get nothing.
He got nothing.
I got nothing. I got nothing but bills. I got
Nothing.
bills. I got a lot of those.
Get those out of here.
I got those.
Oh, I'm Harrigan BX. Thanks for having me, Dalton, and thanks, guys. And I didn't get anything this week either.
Bills.
This
I
week,
bet you got bills.
Yep, them bills are paid them bills. So thankfully, so that's me.
Alan?
I'm Alan, and I'm actually literally in my hand right now. I actually got Studio Series Bumblebee Shockwave.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
sweet, nice.
I got him in a few days ago, and all I did was I really just opened him up, put him on the shelf, and I haven't toyed with him yet because I've just been that bloody busy. But yeah, he's a nice thing. I like the short gun is but you can always extend it out. It's just okay. But yeah, he's nice. He's really nice.
It looks good. I'm tempted to get it. It's just that damn lack of bicep swivels what kind of is keeping me off from getting it.
Yeah, I can understand. I can see that because I can see what they sacrificed for the transformation. But his arms do go out a good bit.
So this is actually funny because you were talking about something that you put on the shelf and then you got later and transformed it and everything. For some reason, the other day, I was looking up and I saw my masterpiece shelf and I saw Sunstreaker. And I thought, I haven't messed with that for a while. I'm going to go ahead and transform him. And guess what I found out about that toy?
What?
That it degrades.
Really? What happened?
Yikes.
There's a side window that folds into the leg.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to transform it, it literally fell off. It had just disintegrated.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Sounds like MP Hound.
That sucks.
I've never transformed that one. Hound.
Yeah.
No, when I bought that, I had Joe transform it for me and mail it to me that way. I've never touched that one because I've heard so many horror stories. But now I'm sitting here looking, and I have no direct sunlight. I have LEDs. And it literally, when I went to take the panel, and it just fell out, and it was like crumbled.
Damn.
And I did look up reviews, and that is a known problem with that one, but it's usually stress related. But I was just like, God bless it. I mean, these are newer toys, and they're falling apart quicker than my G1 stuff.
Yes, I mean sometimes like it sucks when stuff like that happens, or you see like a lot of discoloring that happens. That sometimes.
Yeah, what's with all the? I mean, they've had stuff come brand new and already start yellowing.
Yeah.
Well, I think finally that's done with because we haven't seen any of that since Motormaster, really.
See, I look at that and I think of the same thing with the gold plastic of the '90s, the swirl.
Oh,
that
God.
it was a neat
Randy.
idea, just didn't hold up, and they quickly got away from that. I say that, but it was like 4 years. Duh.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can find me everywhere at Daltini95, and yesterday I got Missing Link Prime in the mail.
Hey.
Yeah, that thing is nice, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's the nostalgic feels from that is like wow.
So we were talking about this backstage. You opted for what's it called?
The Toy Deco or
02 something because it has a trailer.
01.
Okay, and I got 02.
Right.
Which is just prime. And we were talking about that, and I was like, I just don't see. I all my primes, if they're displayed, the trailers are sitting behind them or stored in the box or whatever. I like the idea that they gave you the option to buy it with or without the trailer. So I said, save some room, and I get what I want.
Well, then you get the option of anime versus toy colors. big part of the reason I opted for toy colors is, one, harkens back to the G1 toy. Two, the details that are molded in make sense, and
Yeah.
they're actually being used.
I will say one thing. I mean, I like this one. It really, really reminds me of the Versus set because of the blue windshield. But after seeing the 01 and the detail on the forearms, and they didn't put it on this one, I was like, man, come on. That wouldn't have been that much more.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be anime accurate. So it's a double-edged sword that you.
I want my version. What's in my head?
So what? Like the Dreamwave comic one, where he's just standing there looking much like the toy, but in Toon colors.
I'd go for that.
Was that Dreamwave?
I don't know. It's
Like,
my shelf.
It was like late Dreamwave, early IDW. There's a version of Prime that I remember seeing like that.
Just because you said that, I'm going to go out and buy an 01, and I'm just going to part swap it and make my own.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, I wound up getting both because I'm like, like I wanted the anime colored one, like the way, the color of the Matrix and just the blue eyes and all that. And so far, the other one with the trailer still in the box because it's just I never had that original 1984 G1 Prime. I had wound up getting the G2 version when that was released. So it's just like having that thing in the box and seeing it like that, even though it's the updated character model like on the box, it still is giving me like those old school vibes. So I'm just gonna keep it in the package for a while. I'll probably eventually open it.
It's actually really neat because when I first got it, it was and for those that have never seen it or don't know what we're talking about, the transformation is very, very similar to the G1, which I've transformed a billion times.
Yep.
But then once you get out of that, where you pop everything out and then you go, oh, now I can do this, or I can turn this, and there's no plug fists. They're in there.
That's amazing.
And then you look at it after it's done, and he has, he's got, all these articulation and everything. But when you look at it, you're like, man, this looks just like the one I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
Yep.
And then if you really wanted to, you can actually fold him to where he looks, get rid of all the articulation and pop him straight. And you put him next to a G1 Prime, and I guarantee there's people that aren't Transformers fans that'd be saying, oh,
they'd be none the wiser. Like, wait, did you get a little upgrade kit for the Matrix?
Right.
Yeah.
But then you can, like he's all stoked straight and everything like the G1. Then what do? You just pull his legs apart.
You know what would really get them?
We got action pose.
You know what would really get them? The ab crunch.
So I was impressed that they actually did a swivel on it. But honestly, you know what I was most disappointed in? I really think they could have made a double elbow.
Maybe.
I mean, they've got the shoulder flares and the double hinge on the shoulder, so you could make dramatic poses and everything. They redid the whole wheels and hip area.
Yeah.
And then the ankle tilts. I mean, you really can't make me believe that they couldn't just put one more little hinge.
Inside. Okay, I see what you mean. Like inside the bicep that goes through the stripe.
Right. That's it. And the other thing is they went with the same head. Why didn't you put it on a ball joint? Was there that little clearance?
I think there might be just that little clearance, especially on that little plate.
Yeah. But do I recommend that figure? Oh, yeah. That line? Oh, yeah. Great idea.
Yeah. I've got a video going up Tuesday.
On that one.
You guys are talking about it. See, you just made me grab it from the shelf. Now I want to play with it.
Yeah, see? I mean, it's just...
Well, see, now I'm tempted to get the Toon one. I was going to get both of them, but I just couldn't drop $200 right then and there with everything going on right now.
Yeah, it looks good.
It has that tilt. Yeah, you can tilt it. And they did a phenomenal job. I mean, think about it. You know, you have these toy designers and everything. They go, oh, by the way, here's this 83, 84 mold. Bam, do something with it.
Yeah, it's dope. It's like because like you mentioned, the tweaks are minor. You know, you could make it look just like the original, so the nostalgia factor is still all the way there.
Yeah.
And the way it feels, just the heft, the colors, it just feels like very quality, very premium.
Right.
And
you still have that die cast.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the
And the
upgrades
rubber.
that they did to it is like, it's great. This is I'm probably gonna take this one to work, so I could just like be there like as like a desk spot.
Desk spots are great. I love desk spots.
Yeah.
Let me see. I didn't even look. What does it say on the wheels? Desert Dog Formula.
Yep.
Huh. It was funny. I was watching a video and they were talking about RID Ultra Magnus, and there was different versions. Like one was through Sam's, one was direct, and all this. But I didn't know they changed the names on the tires.
Huh.
Like one of them says Cybertron, one of them says something Ultra. I didn't know that. I was like, that's kind of neat.
I always just thought it was the Cybertron branding.
Evidently, there's 3 different tires, which denotes like, I mean, there was a Sam's, there was the regular, and then there was a clear one.
Was there Costco or Kmart, or am I thinking of Armada? Because I know there's a Costco Prime.
It's either Sam's or Costco that did the darker blue as opposed to the regular run. And then
it was like black and blue, right?
Yes. And then there was a Japanese one that had clear parts to it, which scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, the same as those 3 Autobot brothers.
Right. Which, if you ever have that set, do not let them out into sunlight. Do not let them out into the air, because all of a sudden you're going to have yellow bots.
Yeah, so maybe that's why I probably lucked out with my chugs, because I know the yellowing, like with the recent ones and from the past few years, has been like an issue. But when mine aren't on the shelf, I put them in like plastic Ziploc bags and tuck them away. So maybe that helps to preserve.
Well, I mean, I have mine on shelves, but I have those LED strips, and it's not supposed to do any of that stuff.
Okay.
And yet, my masterpiece Sunseeker, I don't know what
crumbling.
happened. It was never in storage. It's always been in this room where I'm at right now. And I mean, and it could be, and other people were talking about, just for that one, there's a push pin that locks that piece in. And if they overstress it, then you already have cracks. So, I mean, that's possible. That's possible. I still like it. And by the way, it actually just fit right in there, and you can't even tell. But it's broken.
Damn.
Yeah. At least it wasn't one of the real expensive ones.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we get into screen share?
E.
Okay. So let's see. Let's just. Oh, what the hell? There we go. All right. So first thing I want to talk about is, last week we talked about Jinrai. So here's like a little quick turnaround of.
Ooh, more
so there's
close-up
the
shots.
backpack.
Oh, nice. I didn't even see this yet. That actually looks good,
me
man.
either.
Well, I told Dalton I haven't seen any of the new stuff, so this is all gonna be surprising.
I mean, that's really clean.
Awesome. I still don't understand why they have to do that pelvic thrust in every one of them.
That's the thing.
It's a Japan thing.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. That looks good. I pre-ordered the one that comes with the trailer, not the solo Jinrai one, but
this one, absolutely, I'll get the trailer.
Yeah, same. I'll say, you think this is the Power Master? Nah, he's presenting the Power Master. He is the Power Master. No. Turn around on the backpack. Yeah, it's a bit of a chunky backpack, but you're never gonna really get away with that.
The original?
Huh?
Have you seen the original?
Kind
Yeah,
of like the
I
way
bet
the
it's
original
pretty
looks.
damn bad.
So this
Yeah.
is great compared to that. Come on.
There's
That's
a
that's the downside about doing a masterpiece of a gimmick toy is that you're going to have chunks
It's
no
the
matter
limit.
how you do it.
Yeah.
there's the 2 different head sculpts that he comes
Yeah, but
with.
look, they got the ankle tilts even on the trailer.
Hmm.
Yep,
know,
looks good. That looks
Scroll
good.
up some, Dalton.
Yeah.
And even though a little more, there you go. Even though you got that backpack, you have that slender waist, you have that profile of
Yeah.
a robot and not just. I mean, if you looked at the side profile of the original, it looked like the front, a brick.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter
And
how
this
you
is
turn that thing.
yeah. And this is the way the character looked. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
compared
Right.
to some screenshots and stuff, they're usually, pretty accurate as far as like the likeness of the character with the toy.
My only concern is the trailer hitch post. I hope they reinforce better than the G1 because that's always broken.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I've never had the original Power Master Mold. I had the
see-
opportunity to get it a few years ago for like $100, and I missed that.
Yeah,
Oof.
you see the side view of him and you can see his backpack from the
Yeah,
side.
right there.
Yeah,
There's a
the
little
peg.
that always breaks.
Broke.
Yeah,
And I
mine
don't
broke
understand
as
why.
a kid.
But let's hope
I guess if you shove it in there real hard, it breaks off.
Let's just hope the tolerances aren't super tight in truck mode.
What I'm
'Cause-
liking, what I'm liking is since there's a gap in between the backpack and the lower
Yeah.
waist, it means that the posability of this thing is just going to be amazing.
Right.
Mhm.
So then when you have the hips and it looks like it has an ab crunch, and I'm betting that the knees probably do more than 90.
Oh yeah,
I
because
mean,
there's nothing really back here hindering it other than the
Right.
panel, which
Right.
hopefully you can get it out of the way.
Well, no,
Well,
you-
and I bet that panel will fly away. You could flip it out in case you want to do more dramatic poses.
well, you can also see that as well as you look at the back of the shin, the lower leg.
There.
Yeah, right there. It's doing the same thing MP40 does, where it has a gap filler. So when you do a more extended knee, that will
Pops out.
collapse. That will collapse in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, so it looks like it definitely get more dramatic poses out of that. Definitely better than the transform the G1 and put it on the shelf because it's a brick.
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta mute the dogs.
The most you can do on the OG was like you can maybe spread the legs apart and rotate and pose the arm and rotate the arms, and that's it.
So I forgot to talk about this last week, and then forgot to find the screenshot in the movie. Sorry, my Bluetooth speaker just turned off. But here's the mainline figures, and hard pressed to say that the Optimus or Orion looks a little bit better than the Studio Series.
Yeah, this is the one I guess before, because that Studio Series one they showed is like him as Optimus Prime, which is probably going to be like his last form in the movie. This is he's like Orion Pax. Not the clearest picture, but it looks similar. You know what I'm saying, and it looks like a little bit more like the character model we did see in the trailer. So.
Yeah, Alphatron looks great. I kind of dig the lion mode. This is the one in the trailer that's like lunging towards one of those Viacons. You see it for like a split second.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people are speculating it's a Sharktacon or whatever, but Alphatron.
I like how you can see the moss on him too.
Yeah, in like the main.
Really playing into the fact that this dude must have been just like literally just curled up into a corner of a cave and just sat there for like eons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hyped for this movie. I really don't care what anyone says. I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
Yeah, it looks like it's it's aimed for a younger audience. Obviously, it looks very Pixar like. So I think
it's more of a family movie.
Yeah, they have a very high chance of bringing in new fans to the franchise with something like that. So,
it's not live action, which people are just getting tired of. Like even mainstream audiences are getting tired of the live action movies.
Yeah.
As much as I love Rise of the Beast, it was very evident that it was not going to do as well as I hoped.
And not to mention, what's a great way to reboot everything. We'll tell a story that even like the most passing of fans have heard, like maybe heard of once or twice. and actually put that to screen. You know, how the
Yeah.
Transformers were started. Well, watch this movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't what I expected.
I don't think it's what anyone really expected. Like we were talking about last week, and what I was saying to Josh, I was expecting something like we saw from the beginning of the Bumblebee movie, but I'm still happy with it, if that makes sense. Like I'm not disappointed. I'm not angry about it. Like
Yeah,
No, I'm not going to go out and boycott the movie.
No, we really definitely needed a visual refresh, and this is a nice visual refresh.
on a tonal refresh too helps.
Oh, that
Like
too.
Like the trailer presents it as a pure comedy. I don't think it's going to be the case. Like it's just they want to highlight the comedic moments and say, and who knows, maybe the darker, more serious shit is major spoilers for the movie.
Yeah,
so we don't
I
know
agree.
until we see another trailer.
That's why I believe that's why I said in the last one, this movie's gonna pull a Coco on us, where it's all cute, it's gonna be a cute little story. You watch it, the last third, you're like, oh, never mind. It started off cute because that's to make you put your guard down.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
I mean, I was thinking about the 07 movie, and I don't remember in any of the trailers anything they talked about what happened to Jazz.
Oh yeah, none of them.
And then all of a sudden there was a toy that came out that had that feature, and everyone was like, "Wait a minute!" And then we saw it.
Yep.
So yeah, some of the darker stuff they probably keep, because that's the shock value,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
entertainment portion.
Because the shock value is what helps. It also gets drives the public. Oh man, did you hear about what happens in Transformers 1? Oh no, man, do we have to go see it? Let's go see it. You know,
can't see it.
So
he has light piping. Oh, sorry, I'm still messing with Shockwave. He has light piping.
so for someone like me who's into Lego, and I got the Optimus Prime a couple years ago, rumor floating around about a Lego collaboration Bumblebee. This is just recent update. 950 pieces, $89.99, and it comes out July 1st. Kind of G1 version, turned into a Beetle without removing pieces. So it is going to be a licensed Beetle.
I'd have to see it. The Prime I still want to get.
Same.
I love Legos. I grew up with Legos and grew up with Transformers, so why not put them together? And the Prime was done really well, but it just depends on aesthetically how they do the Bumblebee as whether or not I pick it up.
We'll probably see images maybe middle to end of next month, like we saw this month with that upcoming animated series Batmobile, because that comes out on June 1st.
No, yeah.
And I'm probably going to pick that up because it's the next to the 89. It's my favorite Batmobile.
It doesn't help that
was pretty clean.
It does not help that I'm going through a Lego kick right now, so I don't need this to be tempting me like, hey, it's cheaper, but do you want to transform
Oh, wait a
movie?
minute. Dalton, you said your favorite. Are you talking about the Michael Keaton, or are you talking about the animated?
Both of them.
Michael Keaton, I didn't care for. Love them.
The
animated one was so slick and just perfect. I loved it.
It is the Batmobile.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them both, but I think the animated just looks cleaner. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that is true, but I like them both. So DNA, they've been kind of on a downward spiral lately, but I think they might redeem themselves with this.
Well, I was thinking more about the Prowl.
This looks pretty damn cool.
Prowl looks good too.
But I get that, but remember, I even said it in the group. I just paid more for a kit than I did for the daggone toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ticked me off.
How these big upgrade kits are from DNA.
That is my issue with that stuff too, man. It's like so expensive. Like
it's pricey.
This just looks like it might be worth it compared to like a lot of the stuff they put out.
Well, I mean, look at Prowl, man. You get a whole new sidecar that attaches all of it. And I mean, I thought it was neat and everything, but I'm just like, hey, come on, Hasbro, you could do this.
Yeah, I mean, they could do this too.
Yeah.
Hell, what's funny is DNA is actually going beyond, because with Hasbro, I just wanted this and maybe extra wheel, somehow have just this turn into the full fire truck. But we're getting the full Power Master Prime from season 4, basically.
Yeah, it's dope. It looks good. It looks really good. So I'm tempted. I am tempted.
Oh, I
don't
pre-ordered
have
it
the
as soon as I
figure
saw it was up on Big Bad.
I don't even have the figure yet, and I kind of like that.
Magnus Hammer.
The upgrade kit lets him go full fire truck.
Oh, I know. I was just hoping from Hasbro just for the jetpack to let him go full fire truck instead of, the extra leg pieces and.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this definitely looks good.
Looks good. I'm in. Yeah, I think I'm in on this.
I just hope there is another kit from them that fixes that, gives him the faceplate, even though probably Hasbro's probably going to do another release because we saw that one with it. And I also want a version of the axe that's not energized. It's just the blade and the handle.
The problem is we go right back to we're flipping back and forth. I want more stuff, but man, these things are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you want? So
I don't do it for every figure because they put out a decent amount of upgrade kits, but I don't get every single one. Like it has to be like really, really worth it to me. This looks like one that's worth it for sure.
Well, and I haven't picked one up in a while. I think since Devastator.
Yes, I haven't picked up one since Scorponok.
No, you're right, Scorponok. But then when I saw what it does to Prowl, I was like, dude, I got to do it. It looks so good.
Yeah, if I do that, I'm gonna have to get a second Prowl, and same with this, a second Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at that size difference. Just turns into a leader class or commander class, basically.
Commander.
My first and only upgrade kit that I bought so far, it was DK46 upgrade Scourge.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it makes Rise of the Beast Scourge look a little bit more.
Oh, it does make the trailer. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't even see that picture.
Yeah. So
oh shit, that looks dope. I'm in. Now
I picked up the Black Shadow or Black Zarak. Sorry, Black Zarak upgrade kit. And what's the other one? Scorponok.
Say I would get the Black Zarak one, but I just don't believe he needs those leg extensions.
Heck yeah,
perfectly fine.
Oh no, absolutely. In my opinion, Black Zarak should be greater than Scorponok, so he should stand taller than Scorponok, in my opinion.
As far as the fire truck goes, if I when I display, I'm going to take these little rockets off because it just looks out of place,
as opposed to the big rocket launchers on top.
And those are water cannons.
Be right back.
All right. I saw one of those down my street. I'd be like, what?
Yeah, that looks cool, man. I'm digging that.
Yeah, I wish they would have done.
I mean, that Prowl with the sidecar and everything. Look at what all you get.
Yeah, that looks cool too.
It's like $40, but it really does add.
And there's I wish they would add that to the set, the Power Master helmet with the visor and extra ear or like antenna pieces.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be like a bonus thing. I don't know.
That's another thing. I don't know if they've done that where they added bonus stuff in.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
With the most recent, or the one I know the most is with Predaking. They gave you those little side pieces for the abdomen.
Oh yeah, I did get that. That's not the most recent. I've had that forever.
Well, no, that's the one I remember, but I want to say maybe
the ab fillers. Yeah, so you didn't have such a skinny waist.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who had them recently, but I haven't gotten any
right now. That I mean, what is that? Was that Power of the Primes? That was Power of the Primes Predaking, right?
Yeah.
And then they had that add-on kit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you improve upon Predaking. He looks amazing.
Well, I mean, have the wings to where the feathers are separate, new hands, a sword.
It's already got a sword.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Look right at it. They all the things combine and make a sword.
Which Predaking are you talking about? Because that wasn't Power of the Primes.
Whatever the biggest one was, they did about 5-6 years ago.
Because
Power of the Primes.
Power of the Primes never came with the sword. All it had was just the arm cannon.
Buddy, I'm looking right at it. It's got a sword.
You must have gotten one with an upgrade kit or something.
Well, the upgrade kit we're talking about had the abs and all that, and the wings, and yeah, they do spread. And it had the bigger cannons for the top of the head, and it came with a sword. And it had the bigger, chunkier foot plates.
I'm going to actually the hell out of you right now.
Yeah, actually,
Where's the sword?
no, the upgrade
What
kit had
sword?
all that.
That's what I was talking about.
I just said.
Are we talking about the same? Are we arguing about the exact same thing? And
Yes.
okay, I thought you were talking about
No,
like
I'm
the
saying
stock
that.
Predaking.
No, I'm saying that with the upgrade kit,
Okay.
I don't see how you can improve on it.
Okay. So I thought you were talking about the stock Predaking coming with the sword. I was like, no,
No,
he never came with a sword.
never said that.
Anyways, moving on. Here's our first leaked looks at the Legacy Hotshot.
I can see the appease for this, but I'm not getting it. This error was not mine.
Now, what if it was Shattered Glass Gold Bug colors packed with a Shattered Glass Starscream?
I already have Shattered Glass Starscream.
Yeah, but this one won't yellow.
Mine's not yellowing, I don't think. Oh God, look. No, I'm kidding.
That Starscream is dope, and
is.
I'm in for the hot shot too. Like again, it's not really like my series either, but I do like the way the characters look, and I do
We
have
we
the
need a proper
originals.
proper prime.
I mean, he looks good. I just, man, I ain't got no room. I gotta, pick and choose. I hate having stuff just sitting in boxes. I hate
My
it.
one gripe, at least for vehicle mode and gimmicks, is the red spoilers. But I can totally understand not using translucent because of this clip right here.
Yeah.
So they went with the Legends toy red spoiler.
Yeah.
And of course, unpainted rims. Brett, we know Rick's not going to like that.
Cheap. They're cheaping out.
Yeah. So you got
I
pinwheel
really
here,
would pay
then
more
clip
for
on
these
here.
things. I really would pay more for these things if they gave us like all the bells and whistles,
Mm-hmm.
Used to
Hence
pay
why
more
I
for the
said about
Takara
all the-
versions back
That's
in
why I
the
said
day.
about all the upgrade kits. I mean, people are paying it.
Yep.
Hasbro, you could do more, add a little more money to it, and people will buy it.
Oh
Yep.
no. Oh no. They're
Gap,
back. They're back.
they never went away.
This looks
The
like it's gonna
waffles.
articulate well though. You got the
Yeah.
ankle tilts, like the way like the hips look like they move and everything, like it looks,
I don't understand why they keep going to this design. Why not just do ball joints?
I think because ball joints wear out more, like faster over time.
Yeah, maybe. I just look at it because you don't have all the gaps. I mean, look at the Beast Wars characters, even the basic ones. Less gaps.
They actually molded in two different shades of
Yeah, but
translucent.
the speed key's unpainted.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
well, I mean, so was the Starscream key.
Yeah, but they weren't in the originals. They were painted.
Well,
I
that's
wonder if
where I
the
whip out
key-
my paintbrushes.
I wonder if the key on this is gonna work because the Starscream one was just purely like a cosmetic thing. It didn't
Nah,
actually
it's the
activate.
same. These are
It's
just
also the
on.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They haven't done spring-loaded gimmicks in a while for mainline stuff. That car mode just looks sick.
It's the robot mode that I'm okay with, but like the back with the butt flap, you can't tell me they couldn't have made a way to flip that around and flip
Yeah, they
I
should
mean,
have.
that's
That's
how it was with the original and the show model too.
So it may actually do that.
Well, no, like having the butt flap. That was how it was in the show and the toy. there he is with a hot rod, and just funny how Deluxe is taller. Let's see if.
See, I actually like that hot rod. I think it looks good.
Oh, I love that hot rod.
And I don't like hot rod.
Let me guess, you're one of those that blames him for Prime's death, even though Prime had perfect opportunity to pull the trigger.
No, he's just a little whiny little. He's like an upgraded wheelie. Ugh.
Well, Rodimus was whiny and I don't want to be leader.
Rodimus
Why
was
do I have to be
unsure of
leader?
himself. No, so Rodimus is the emo version of Hot Rod, and Hot Rod is like an upgraded version of Wheelie. Where are we going with this?
With what?
They all suck. Their characters, they just were horrible.
If you read the what was it, the Regeneration 1 or whatever, like they showed that Hot Shot was like an alternate universe version of Hot Rod or whatever. He was included in that montage of all the runs.
And you could go into the IDW stuff and all that too, where they like build upon some of the characters, even Wheelie, but I just could not get into it. Couldn't do it.
Here's our last rock for the year.
Rock Lords.
So the good thing about the Legacy line is, like, I mean, I love Transformers and everything, but like with this line, since they are touching from all different parts and doing some original things, like I feel like before I was all in, and now like I don't have to buy all this stuff because it's like there's no connection. So I'm really just getting my G1 stuff and
Just
right now the only one that's tempting for me of these rocks is a Shard, the helicopter.
I think this one over here, the gray one, looks. I thought it looked cool, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't really need these. I don't really need these. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, other than just Pokemon guy collect them all. What's the point in these? What's the selling point in these? I don't get it.
They used to. It's like supposed to be like a homage to those Rock Lord things that used to be on the shelves back in the day. I remember having one of them.
Then just continuing the armorizer and weaponizer thing.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping
on Instagram and stuff. I see some great like combinations. Like people are very creative. I just don't have that kind of creativity.
Well, and it's funny you should say that, because for this I see this as an easy pass. But then when they did all the Junkions, I found myself picking up more to try and create some of the things that people have done, the fan creations of the combiners, and some of them look pretty good.
Yeah. There was a dinosaur one that was cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
That looked like kind of like a combiner type, like a bigger version. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you could sit there and I can actually, convince myself that these were characters that were just off scene on Junkion. I'll be like, all right, I get that.
I think it works for that. It works for that.
These are just such nothing characters.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, here there's no connection at all. That's why I'm like, definitely.
I mean, the only thing is like what they've talked about in the streams about like how Shard is made out of the death crystals from Chaos, and how this one Nucleon, or is it Nucleus or Nucleon? I think it's Nucleus. The bright silver, almost like chrome paint, is supposed to be Nucleon armor. So the armor that would eventually turn Cybertronians into Action Masters.
Man, they're stretching.
Well, I mean, it's
get that
Mark.
Lore in. Get that lore in.
Mark's getting hungry, so you just had a bowl before getting on screen. So get into some leaks real fast. So there's going to be a new subline called Studio Series Bullseye through Target, and from what it sounds, from what JT Prime was saying, it's going to be branded with the Ravage artwork, or the Ravaged Bullseye artwork from the Prime that is supposed to be coming out next month. So we've got an unknown leader class figure here, and then they're doing a 2-pack gamer edition of the Elite Seeker, which is the Gray Seeker, and the Blue Ground Soldier from Devastation. So you're gonna have the the gray cone head and a blue battle charger.
Ah, okay. From the it's Devastation. Oh shoot, that's cool. They're
So
touching.
you'll have a troop builder with that, and I assume we'll probably get the purple or red seeker with the yellow trooper. So that'd be pretty interesting to see. I just, as much as I like cell shading, I hope they don't do that so it fits with the rest of my collection.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Any thoughts, Alan? Or did he step away?
The next thing on that is like, it kind of annoys me. So the ram horn that's been coming with the freaking Perceptor and the Rap At, which we already got Rap At, but the ram horn is brand new. So for a cassette, I gotta pay $35 if I want that. You know,
Right.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do something different with Perceptor. I mean, they'll probably do what they did with Ironhide and Cliff Jumper and Cup, and do the opaque plastic with the blue for the chest window.
Yeah.
Can't think of what else they would be able to change on Perceptor to make him any different.
I think because that Studio Series one that came out before was really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a better shade of blue or something. They could tweak it some way, and I hope they do something new with Rat Bet instead of just the Siege one.
I think it's gonna be the same, but I'm sure they'll probably tweak the color. It'll probably be more animation accurate.
Like
yeah,
that,
I
that
see it
dark.
be more lavender for.
Well, was it more like a hot pink instead of lavender?
It might be.
I can't remember. Then a unknown Voyager is a exclusive, another multi-pack exclusive. So another one of those 4-packs probably. Walmart's getting a Cybertron / Galaxy Force themed capsule. So you're gonna get Sideways. So right here, or Noise Maze if you're thinking Galaxy Force. You're gonna get the red repaint of Hotshot as Excellion. Cybertron Skywarp, so probably G1 Skywarp colors on that Starscream, which I would love that. And an unknown leader class.
Unknown.
And we got these retro-inspired figures. It's a Generations release, so I don't know what those are going to be unless they're like maybe toy color inspired versions of certain characters or vice versa. Maybe with new heads, kind of like we got with that Scorponok in the 4-pack, where it comes with it's toon or toy colors, but it comes with the toon alternate head and the mutant head.
So I mean, with some of those Walmart ones, I mean, the Skywarp is obviously the Starscream repaint. Excellion is a Hotshot repaint. No, same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then Amazon capsule is going to be Mayhem versus Wreckers. We're getting another version of Spinister. I don't know what they could do differently unless it's getting rid of the battle damage.
Yeah, probably just slightly different colors. Yep.
It says Twin Twist here, but it could be a similar situation to what we saw with Breakdown and Windsweeper, to where they could have gotten the naming mixed up, and it could be Topspin. So it could be Diaclone Topspin.
Right.
Getting Iron Fist finally. I've been wanting an Iron Fist out of that Hound mold since we got that Cybertronian mold. So maybe they'll turn it to a Humvee somehow. And then we're getting another Pretender out of Carnivac from Weird Wolf. So I'm excited for that 2-pack.
Interesting.
A couple of okay, so this year we're getting Dino King and another 2-pack from Comic-Con. So this stuff here is for next year. We're getting Skybound Comics Jetfire with Dirac and Solalia. I think that's from was it Void Masters or something like that.
I think
So
so.
like, I think this type is kind of just like a homage to what we got with the Thrilling 30 Jetfire, where he came with a bunch of different characters like Visionaries and Rom.
Now this might be further on
Sky.
down, but are they doing a regular release Dino King?
That's probably gonna be like a repaint of the core class Dinobots. I'm sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be the PulseCon exclusive. Because you get the SDCC 2-pack, which no idea what that could be.
I think
Anytime I see SDCC, I think add another $sign.
Yeah, Solia is a brand new character from Void Rivals.
Void Rivals. Okay, I thought it was Void Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Void Rivals. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm back
so,
anyway. Sorry.
Welcome back.
They pulled me to the side to do some chores really quick.
Fun. I'm excited for this PulseCon exclusive for next year. We're getting Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee, and possibly Optimus.
Yes.
That's something I've been waiting for a long time as official Hearts of Steel stuff since we saw those MMC ones. Was about 10, 15 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
In a while. I'm talking about the trains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a while.
What else I missed?
All this here talking about these leaks.
Oh, from like the Sonic and all that, and
Yeah, we were just getting ready to get to Sonic.
as I just watched the first couple episodes of Knuckles last night too, so it's like them to be collaborating with Sonic. I really hope this is actually Sonic and not just like some code name, because right now Sonic is
the code name is Blue.
Oh, it's Sonic.
And it says Sonic Club 2 back. There's like a blue variant and a red variant. So I don't know what that's all about.
It's I have to agree with somebody else who did it, but like blue and red. What else was Sonic deals with blue and red? Sonic and Knuckles.
Or it could be the tornado being red.
Possibly.
But you got Black Code or Collab Black, Collab Sword, and then I'm guessing the HW is Hot Wheels. FTW, I don't know what that could be other than, the for the win.
Yeah. Hot Wheels does kind of make sense because like you'll have a car, but then what are you gonna do for a robot mode?
You just don't. I mean,
unless what they could possibly do is
what RPMs?
No,
that wasn't made by Hot Wheels though.
Just the same idea to where on the bottom is the robot mode.
If it's Hot Wheels, it's just going to be a Hot Wheels car with the logo on it.
I was thinking what they could do is that the Hot Wheels team could come in and design the car mode for like Optimus or Sunstreak or some stuff like that.
Right, I think that's what it is because someone leaked a Bumblebee and it's just a Volkswagen Beetle, like yellow Volkswagen with the Autobot symbol. Mm-hmm. So it's just going to be their alt modes.
Oh,
yeah, that's all Hot Wheels is going to do. It's just promotional.
Yeah,
and then they have those little skateboard things, kind of like Tech Deck, but they have the shoes for whatever reason.
Shoes, just to make them different from Tech Deck.
Some Takara imports. It says Hasbro imports, no numbers assigned yet. So, for these two. So you're getting a Super Mode Starscream, aka Thundercracker from Armada, which I've been waiting for that.
Yes. We can recreate the death scene.
Oh god, more trauma.
Because we have humongous
we have Unicron
now.
Rise of the Beast, Nemesis Prime, because it's Takara, and any opportunity they have with an Optimist, we're gonna get a Nemesis. So come on, Takara, hit me up with that Commander class Armada Nemesis Prime already. I'm sitting here waiting.
Oh, it's from the Armada?
Well, no, that's what I'm hoping for someday. This is Rise of the Beast.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's that. And then got a couple more.
Yeah.
A couple more listings here.
I just saw this morning.
So, do you know how you're getting that sound wave and that shock wave with the bridge set with Megatron? Well, you're getting Shockwave and Soundwave again from Hasbro with a new Starscream.
Why not?
Weirdly enough, as many times as that Soundwave has been released, I have yet to own that mold. I have never owned that mold.
It's highly considering canceling the Bridge 3-pack in favor of this.
Yeah, but there might be differences. paint differences or color.
I mean,
Guess
I
that's
just
what it
don't
is.
think I need that Megatron.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. I don't want any of it. So
That Revenge of the Fallen 15th anniversary multi-pack. You got Leader Jetfire, Voyager Optimus, and it says 2 unknown deluxes. I've seen people all over Twitter screaming and freaking out. It's gonna be Skids and Mudflap. If it's the combination scene, it's gonna be Ratchet and Jolt.
Yeah. For me, if it's I'm leaning towards Ratchet and Jolt, because that Ratchet mold is actually kind of old and is actually getting kind of pricey. So it'd be nice to have that desert variant from Revenge of the Fallen, and give us a more electro-charged variant of Jolt.
Mhm.
Even though that Jolt's still kind of shelf warming in places and clearance in certain stores online. But it's still it'd be one of the few times that we actually got a Studio Series scene pack rather than just it's just a figure. I think the closest we got to a scene pack so far is the Devastator multi pack.
Well, and the Shockwave, how it came with the Paratrooper.
Yeah. Oh, you can slide. Oh no, I'm not going to include Drift because Drift, the Age of Extinction Drift came with all the mini Dinobots.
Oh, yeah, the baby Dinobots.
Yeah, but I don't think he ever shared screen time with them, so it was just an excuse for them to crank those things out really quick.
Yeah. What do you think, Jose?
I got these figures like multiple versions, so I'm not gonna be in for this. And then the movie stuff, I wasn't in at one point, but again, it's all just repacks and stuff of things I already owned. So I'm gonna skip on these.
I can understand that. All right. So going into the stream, of course, they showed off Optimus, like actually in hand, and they did confirm that this weird beige color is from the movie. So,
Okay.
You can kind of see it when he activates the thrusters in that one scene.
Well, and they did clarify what the whole A level means on Studio Series. So it's going to be characters that are going to be continuously like resupplied throughout the year because they're legacy characters. So Optimus Prime and Studio Series 86 Bumblebee will be figures that you'll see multiple times throughout the year.
Oh, like in multiple waves, being released in like multiple waves.
Either that, or it's just going to be constantly like maybe they'll get like a case or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be mixed in with the runs.
Yeah. And they said that they're going to keep all the main characters from Rise of the Beast as deluxes. So Orion, D16, Lita, and B are going to be all deluxes.
So that way they can be easier to get a hold of.
Well, that and scaling, because they are small characters at this point.
Yeah.
I love the design of this figure. Like the coloring, I'll have to wait till I see it in person.
I think the only character, and even I'm putting this in air quotes, the only character right now that seems to be bigger than the rest is the Quintesson that we see in the trailer.
Well, and possibly, well, of course, Alpha Trion and Sentinel. But I did a little turnaround, and the Matrix is actually a separate mold. I was actually like a brand new mold because it's got little tabs on it that Prime can hold on to.
I thought that was really neat.
Then this was revealed. I mean, it was kind of revealed the day before because it leaked out, and RoboSend immediately changed it back to an unlisted video. But
I mean, it was also like a week ago when the live stream got announced. It was like, it's Transformers RoboSend, and it was supposed to be a pair of red eyes, but like even on my dimly lit TV, I can tell like that's Megatron.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was hinted the whole time to be Megatron, but we just didn't know what it was going to look like. A lot of people were thinking it's still going to be a gun, but all of us with our heads screwed on straight knew it's going to be a tank.
Yeah, the gun is done. The gun is done, guys. No more gun for Megatron. You got to get over it.
Because what was it? TJ Omega even said that even if they were try to reissue the Nerf gun from the 06, they would have to go through a lot of hurdles.
Really?
Yeah, Because apparently, even just to get like anything gun shaped from a Transformer now these days has to be super exaggerated.
Even if it's a Nerf Maverick, like
Yeah.
Hasbro makes Nerf.
Well, it's when it comes to toy laws and everything, it has to be anything by far from a gun. That's why think about it this way. That's another reason why they've been doing all these more cartoony-esque or / themed guns when it comes to Nerf. Like that's why they're starting to really heavily lean into the Fortnite guns, or all like the Dino themed or Dragon themed
Or Halo.
or Halo. Anything that's like a toy, like a gun that would never exist in our lifetime. They're like, yeah, cool, we'll do that in a heartbeat. Oh, how about this? How about this? Like more these classic guns from your past? Probably not.
But I was not prepared for it to look like Combiner Wars Megatron in robot mode.
I like how
Like that is almost straight up Combiner Wars.
That was my first impression, also.
Especially if you look at the fusion cannon.
Yeah.
And then the shoulders here, the way the treads fold up. Yeah. It's cool. It's a very cool looking figure, but I do not have the $900 nor the space.
I mean, to be fair, if we were going to make a self-transforming figure, that mold that design would be the perfect one to do it.
Well, it's just they highlighted some of the worst aspects of that design.
Yeah,
That's only because due to restrictions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not just that, but like to get like the motors and the treads, for example.
Yeah.
This design has two. The front and back treads are uninterrupted. Like there's nothing. They're not hollowed out or anything, and it doesn't impede transformation. So it makes sense.
To get the flail, which looks like the end of it is possibly rubberized plastic.
Yeah.
It looks like a softer material.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch this, if everybody who's watching, go watch the live stream. They actually have clips of that thing flailing that sucker around. I hope that thing is like rubberized plastic, or else it's going to hit somebody.
It just, I'm glad it's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like $1,400 like Grimlock, but $900.
And that's the discounted price, because I think the regular price is like 12 or something, 11 or 12. But I mean, I think it looks good, and the way it transformed, thought that was pretty cool. Also, like I have seen like the Optimus and the Bumblebee in person, and it is a cool thing, but it is sort of next level as far as collecting, as far as the price point and the size and But
yeah.
I mean, if you could swing it, I think these things are great collectibles to have. You could have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
So I first saw them at BotCon and watched them and how they interact and all that. And I thought this is neat. I mean, when I was a kid, I even thought that, how neat would it be to, the flip chambers where you'd roll them back and they'd flip and they'd automatically transform in this. And then you take it to such a scale like this, it's amazing. But it's not even so much the price point to me. It's to me, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on a shelf and it's going to sit there.
Or, show off to guests.
I could have got a model kit that for, $50 that did the same thing.
Oh, you could have gotten a lot of stuff for $900.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
It depends on what you want to do with it. These guys, to me, you need to have an area where like they could constantly transform. You bring people in and say, hey, look at this. Bam.
Well, see, and then eventually the novelty that's going to die down because people are going to be, oh, yeah, I saw that already. It's cool. And they're like, oh, well, damn. I paid $900 for a party trick that only lasts, like 3 or 4 parties.
And I hate to say this because I like those guys. They're great guys. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of this stuff on the discount bins. People reselling it for less because
it just didn't. Yeah, I mean, I think Theo Adams was the same way. He thought it was a cool thing, but personally for him, he just hates that he can't do anything with it.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, do you even touch it? No, it kind of does everything on its own. You give it commands.
Well, I mean, you can actually program some new stuff physically into it. Like
can you transform it? No.
I think so.
I don't think so.
No, you
At
can't.
the push of a button, you can.
That's push a button you can. Yes.
There's also the biggest there's also the biggest flaw that you highlighted is that the second you turn these things off, they are a literal flop noodle.
Yeah, the servos just turn off and then they just
It just flops.
give out.
It literally ragdolls.
Yeah, like
and
the only
then-
way you can turn it off is vehicle mode.
Yeah.
Like Megatron, it'll work because it looks like it all compacts nicely. Prime, you got his legs just they'll just drop in truck mode.
Well,
Yep.
they come with stands and stuff, right? So I mean, you could have it on the stand, and I guess the figure itself will be fine. But yeah, I never seen it like in off modes to see it like it go limp and stuff. But I do like the novelty of it. The novelty will probably wear off, but
That's what I'm
supposedly-
saying. Yeah, it's a novel.
supposedly lots of commands though. Like it does like some pretty cool stuff. Like it'll dance
Sure it
for
does,
you, and you know all this other
Let
shit.
me ask you this: Would
Can I
you
make me my
buy
coffee?
a Lego set that's already built?
No.
No, no, but
the
it's
joy is
different
putting
because
it
this is that's the gimmick of this is that it's self transforming and that it's got
Well,
servos.
right.
and it
I'm trying to
moves, like,
trying to
you know.
argue the fact that you buy a transformer because you are going to transform it.
You want the tactile experience of transforming it, not
Sure.
just the act itself.
It's not even that. It's even when I was a kid, like my dad, he didn't care anything about these things. But when I would show him something, he'd be like, "That's pretty neat," because the ingenuity, the what you had to do, you had to fold this, turn that, do that sequentially to get it done. They've taken all that away. And while it's neat, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking them. I like the guys. I'm not knocking them. I don't see this as being a long-lasting collectible. How's that?
Yeah, I can understand that.
It'd be one thing if this was it'd be one thing. Okay, it would be one thing if they released just two, Optimus and Megatron, and they ended it right there. Right? That'd be cool. Here's our contribution to this marketplace. But now we have a Grimlock. There's a non-transforming Bumblebee on the way.
A Buzz Lightyear.
I forgot about the Buzz Lightyear. Well, we're gonna stick to just the
No,
Transformers.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about the company.
Yeah. Well, so we have a non-transforming Bumblebee on the way, and they've already kind of hinted that there might be another one on the way. After a certain point, it just becomes a case of like, you guys know this marketplace does have a ceiling. Yeah,
Mhm.
you do have the rich. I'm gonna say influencers because they're like across TikTok, Snapchat.
Well, they're getting those like from RoboSend. RoboSend is sending them
free.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing is that they're really cool to watch someone else goof with them. But the second you get them in hand, it's like cool. I'll drive it around the house like maybe once or twice. But then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it back in the box because I can't store it in any other way, or I can't display it, and then I'm going to have to put it in the closet.
Now, if it was like half the price of what it is, then I think it'd be worth it. But
yeah, but like
$1,000. Nah, there's no way I can justify that. I've got a brick with Pringles on its back and legs that I paid $700 for, and I'm considering selling it at this point with stuff that's going on in my life. Like,
yeah, because like this is definitely for those types of. This is definitely. I know that the market for these toys are those collectors that have those giant, vast rooms of like cubicle shelves. But in each cubicle is one big thing, and that's it.
Well,
Maji box or Maji case.
I was kind of thinking what you're going there, and I thought these may or may not be for me. I get that, but these are more for the guys that, to me, that have the money, that have the expensive sports cars,
for those bougie collectors,
and they want something that rings that nostalgia bell, and all I have to do is push a button, and I can show you how cool it is, kind of thing.
$20.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
$20.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, those types of same collectors don't want to be spending X amount of time transforming things. They just want to see the transformation go cool. they'll
Right.
transform. And they'll just transform, and they'll just press the button, transform it back.
It's because they're not real collectors.
Moving on, we got our comic Grimlock, which I pre-ordered instantly as soon as it went up.
Same.
You got the
looks good.
cartoon or the comic inspired sword, and then you get swords for Slag and Sludge. He's got his gold crown, which they did point out, yeah, it was silver in its first appearance, but it's more iconic for being gold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass. I'm good with the ones I got.
I mean, all well and good. I love how it looks. The blue contrasting with the bright yellow.
Yeah,
The actual insides of the wings being black.
I didn't pick up on that. And then same with like the shoulders, the undersection highlighting the shading or the shadowing.
Yep. Well, I guess it didn't help that they have his wings against a black shirt and a black hoodie. So.
Yeah,
right.
Damn it, Evan.
It's a nice mix of the gray and black there, and his wings on the
Now
inside.
this I want to talk about.
Very good. This is nice.
Have at it, Brett.
I'm mad.
Why?
All the others are toy accurate colors. Why wouldn't this be toy accurate instead of
They're cartoon accurate colors.
the other ones I have are not? And I'm still waiting for my swoop.
Where are you getting toy accurate colors from?
Tuned to me? Yeah, they look tuned to me, the other ones.
No.
If they were toy accurate, they'd have clear parts where the gold is.
Grimlock has a clear chest. I'm looking right at it.
Well, yeah, but
Other than the red face Slag, those look almost identical to my G1s.
Well, because the toy versions were very close to the show models to begin with.
Well, I'm sorry, but toy version swoop had a red chest, not blue.
Well, not the cartoon version.
But these aren't cartoon. You just showed a
Studio series cartoon.
And you just, like I said, I'm waiting
This is comic
swoop for this one.
Well, I'm sure you'll get a toy accurate swoop with the.
I'm gonna have to get up my paints.
Yeah, they will be putting out a red swoop. You know that.
Yeah, I'd imagine they put out a red one with the.
That's coming without question.
The clear beak and.
Oh yeah,
that's what I want.
That's probably what they're going to do for like maybe a Gen Select releases down the line. Is this they'll probably do
or
like
Target.
Or Target.
Sure, pull more money from my pocket to get me the color I want. Gotcha.
That's how the Hasbro toy machine works.
That's how the toy market works.
Yeah, tell that to the 1,000, 2,000 employees they laid off. Ooh.
Oh, what was it like flipping? What was it? Simpsons like, oh, but she has a new hat.
Right. You gotta get it.
Tell us what good part.
Yeah, I'm honestly.
Go
back.
Oh, that's
back.
nice seeing them all together like that. Looks dope.
Yeah.
Be better if he was red.
That looks
But
good.
anyway, go back one more.
Yeah, TJ Omega.
Look at that.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but that is the most laziest looking.
That's what it looked like, though. That's what it looked like. I mean,
It's so bad. No,
what's bad? The pterodactyl mode?
The
arms
looks
folded
dope.
in.
The pterodactyl move, but that that's what
It looks bad. It just doesn't look good.
But that's accurate though.
Not really.
It's not 1-to-1. No, I will give you that. But I mean,
I still want it.
You see, you still want it.
I still want it. I mean, you got me. Crap.
We already know about this. It's been talked about to death.
That I got already. Yeah, I got
So-
that already. So.
So I will highlight something positive about this figure. All right. It helped me notice that all the Autobots, all have stompers.
Oh yeah, they've got those
Like boots.
Timberland boots.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I can definitely see them taking this mold, and because the skeleton is there, right? And I can definitely see them reusing the skeleton for something else down the road. Like I can't remember who said it.
Well, it kind of does look like a generic bot. So,
Well,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like Sure Shot in a way. Like the way the chest is, it reminds me of Sure Shot.
One of my friends,
Wave 5.
I can't remember who said it, but one of my friends pointed out that all they would have to do is convert the wheel areas to Earth mode wheels, so to say, and just give them a new head, and you got Prime Universe Wheeljack.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah. That's probably what they're gonna do with this. That might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get this. I saw it at my local Walmart.
I'm not on this line.
You're
Oh,
done.
I don't like these Gamer Edition Studio series. I don't like it.
Thank you.
I think the one that broke the camel's back for a lot of people was Barricade.
And that was one of the first ones.
Yeah, I know. It's just the Barricade is that bad though.
Hey, Jose, did you get any of the War for Cybertron stuff? Do you keep any of that?
The original stuff?
Yeah, the game inspired
20
stuff.
Yeah, I got I still got like my Xbox games, and then from the original figures, I didn't go all in on those, but I think I still got the Optimus somewhere. I still got the Megatron somewhere in the
See,
bin.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, so just a couple of them. I didn't get all of them, and that's why, because I didn't think all those figures even back then were nice. But that Megatron is nice, that Optimus compared to these newer versions, like this newer version is okay. Like I like the scale of it, I like the way these scale, but they don't feel like Studio Series to me. I feel like they're cutting corners. I don't think they look the greatest, and
Yeah,
so
I mean, like this right
It
here.
feels like it should have been its own line.
Yeah,
separate.
I'm out on this.
Subline.
Yeah.
Well, no, like it should have been like a completely separate thing from Studio Series. Like,
I meant a lower price point because I don't think they're that good. I just don't care for it.
Yeah.
The game.
But I never got into the game stuff.
Oh, the games are great, man. Like I loved it, and that's what initially had me in. But then once I had like the not the Optimus so much, but the Megatron, the Barricade, and what was the other one? The Bumblebee, the
Starscream for some people.
Starscream, I was already out, so I just stopped.
Well,
I'm not gonna.
I'm not allowed to play games. All right, because I have anger issues. So I just don't do it.
Yeah, and you're in a room full of glass display cases.
I remember I was way back with the Atari 64 and all that stuff. So I've had plenty of rage moments.
Oh yeah, Lion King, E.T.
I'm past that. I will do something else to spend my time.
For me, it's like some of the figures I never owned. I mean, I did own the Starscream. I actually still own the Optimus, and that Optimus is still like some of my top 10 figures of all time. Just because of the way all the panels move and the way it feels like solid, like it feels like a real Cybertronian mode where nothing could fit inside this dude.
Yep.
And I think they even described him as being a fist on wheels, and I can really feel that with that toy.
Well, I think that's what the Fall of Cybertron was supposed to be, was the fist on wheels.
Yeah, but the toy, like design wise, I can believe that for Fall of Cybertron, but toy wise, I believe that for the War of Cybertron, because the one that came out afterwards, the Fall of Cybertron, that was the wet fart.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like cool, the design looks cool, but how's it transform?
The toys were
the toys are way oversimplified due to major budget cuts.
Yeah. But yeah, the games are, oh my god, I still have a soft spot for them. For War for Cybertron was the first game I've ever 100% completed achievement wise.
I really hope they get put on Game Pass here soon.
Same. I posted videos about those on my gaming channel, and they blew up.
It's the license stuff, man. It's the licensing. That's why they took them down.
Well, they've got the licensing now. It's just now a matter of going back into the archives and getting them ported over.
Yeah. Oh, they don't even have to technically port it over because it was only available for 11 months. But they did re-release a PS4 and Xbox One version of both games. But they posted it. Did not release any kind of like heads up or anything about it to the media or anything. People only found out about it a month before they were taken down, before the license expired.
Oh,
And they didn't put out the War for Cybertron. They put out the second one, which I do still have
Fall.
on my PS4 like hard drive, and I'm never deleting that because it's not available anymore. So I still do play the PS4 version of it, because I don't have my 360 connected anymore to play like the original versions of
Yeah.
it. But
And-
I safeguard my hard drive with that game on it because I don't want to lose it.
Oh, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't help that thanks to it being delisted, that the physical copies of the games are like I think the
Super
loose one's like,
expensive, right?
well, not expensive, but like, I'm gonna look at the prices right now so that way I can be more accurate.
Yeah. Dust was actually selling his copies of the 360 version at the NJCC convention a couple of months ago. He was selling them dirt cheap, $10,
wow.
$15 or whatever. So
Let's see, a PS3 copy for Transformers War for Cybertron loose goes for $35. Basically the same thing for the 360. I'm going to talk to the console versions, not the handheld versions. The PC version's $50. If you want a completed one for the PC, that's $72. Completed PS3 is $38. Completed Xbox 360 is $44.
yeah, not terrible. It's not.
Oh no,
terrible.
that was War. Let's check on Fall.
Fall's probably gonna be more because
That was the game.
I mean, until lack of patching because of them working on Deadpool,
Yeah.
kind of ruined servers for everybody. Because there's like so many glitches and people hacking the game.
Why is there? Why you do this? What the heck?
Yeah, but these Studio Series ones, I'm like, eh. And then this is the one Alan said he was messing with. So you see the alt mode. I heard this is supposed to basically be a pre-tool of a Prime version of Shockwave because
it's heavily inspired by Prime. I don't think it's supposed to be a pre-tool or anything.
What's it called? Long Arm?
No. Like the Prime series, like Beast Hunters.
Right. But they had
Yeah, Long Arm and animated.
Yeah. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Fallout Cybertron is actually cheaper.
Really?
A PS3 version goes for $29.98 loose, 37. No, it's about the same price. 37.26 complete. For a 360 version is $36.99. Oh no, okay, so the 360 version is a little bit more expensive. And this came out right when it heavily converted to Steam, so there is no boxed PC version.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
Shockwave looks really good.
Oh yeah, if he's a pre-tool of Prime Universe Shockwave, I'll be picking that up in a heartbeat too.
I mean, it's only logical.
So even like lore wise,
I heard that verbal eye roll, Brett.
What?
Oh God.
I know this is gonna be a little like this is gonna be weird for someone to say on a Transformers podcast, but out of everybody in the Transformers universe, at least when it comes to me like backstory wise and everything, I cannot see Shockwave being a Transformer. As in like he has an alt mode and everything, because what does he do? Well, he experiments on things all day. And he's nothing but pure logical science. So part of me does like, okay, he's a Transformer, but what does he transform into? And I'll just look at him and shrug like, I don't know. I can't find a good alt mode for this guy.
Well, if you look in the original, he turned into like
he's just like a futuristic pistol, right? Like a
laser pistol.
Laser pistol. Yeah.
It was like a scope or an array or something because he was in one of the rooms and he transformed into it and did something. So to me, Transformers. I mean, look at Soundwave. He turned into a lamppost. I mean,
you're talking about that first scene of him when Megatron comes in. I think he's still in gun mode, but he's using it for a different purpose.
See, I think the opposite. I think
that was the one when he was like, he needs like Energon, right? Like, and he was weak, like he transformed, and he was like,
he never changed.
No,
that was the Space Bridge episode.
The same, because he never converted to an quote unquote Earth mode.
No Earth mode for Shockwave, yeah.
Yeah, because he always stayed on. Yeah, he always stayed on Cybertron.
Yeah.
Right. So why wouldn't he pick a Cybertronian item? It doesn't have to be a vehicle. Soundwave showed us that. I mean, a lamppost is not a vehicle. It's just an item to disguise. Robots in disguise.
True.
Yeah, I see that.
And by the way, the robot mode on this one looks amazing.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
The
That is-
Decepticons nailed the designs, I think, for the Bumblebee movie.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
Soundwave
pick
looks
up-
amazing. The Seekers look great.
That's my only downside is like all those Seekers. Like we're on our 4th version of that mold, and I'm like, I still need to get it. I still need to get it.
Hmm. But then getting into legacy stuff, so we got Sideburn. I mean, we've already seen them through the leaks and thief
Yeah.
reviews, but the official photography makes them look a little bit better. We talked about this last week
Yeah,
about
it definitely
how they
makes it
couldn't
look-
get the Dodge licensing, but some tweaks they could do to make it better.
Well, I think I said last week, I think that using the previous mold and doing this is fine. And I like the nod for the BotCon exclusive, but really all you had to do was change that nose, the nose of the vehicle.
Yeah, the bump, the crotch,
Yeah.
basically, of the
And
robot
you
mode.
really, you can't tell me you couldn't have worked around that transformation wise. And
Well,
just,
they could have. All they had to do is just shorten it up a little bit, make it a little bit smoother all the way around. There you go.
well,
Add a little.
it's so stubby. It just looks brunt. It looks flat. And for what was it called, silhouette or
Shadow Striker.
Shadow Striker, that it was fine. But then when you do this one, I mean, why not flatten it out, even it out, make it look more earth?
Yeah,
I don't know of any car driving around today that looks like that. I mean,
well, yeah. So smooth the crotch out to where it's even with the bumper here, and then maybe do
give it
a
bigger nose.
or give it a grill, because that's what it's sorely missing is a grill of any kind.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the race cars and everything, they have that flat nose for more aerodynamics. This is not aerodynamic.
I think
And
they
it doesn't have a grill.
Yeah, I think they said it in the actual stream itself, like Hasbro. I think they said that when they were designing this figure, they did design it with both Shadow Striker and Sideburn in mind.
Right.
Hmm.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
As far as
want
like
more
paint
money.
goes, I wish they did the pinstriping around the flames to highlight them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know-
those are ghost stripes. It's good. Ghost striping is what it is. Very, minute. Now that angle with the light hitting it, you can see it better.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they said that it's metallic, and when you actually see it in motion, you can see its shimmer in the
Sure.
light.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm still looking forward to it. It's going to go good with Omega Prime.
Yeah. This will probably be definitely a case of like he'll look a lot better in hand than in photos.
Hope
And we
so.
got Nucleus. Hey, look, it's the Homer.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, hold up, was that intentional?
No, but I can tell
No,
you right
it's not. It's just what it looks like to me.
you can
Oh,
do some
God.
painting on that, and you got it. The Homer mobile.
No, it's a rock. It's car.
Stop.
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 I like the idea that it's made like they completely designed out of quartz. B
and Nucleon.
and Nucleon. Yeah, he isn't covered in Nucleon. He's made out of the stuff. So he was able to adapt to transform with it rather than it just disabling him altogether.
Well, because
and-
he's not technically a robot. He's a rock being.
Yeah.
Oh God, stop.
Well, I mean that's the lore behind it. It's like
Yeah, they're literally made out of rock.
was it transwarped episode of animated where there was those basically rock lord creatures.
Yeah.
What
But
these are.
I kind of dig it. I love the this. I just love the enough retooling, and to go from like a completely black figure to a completely white figure is also another case of just the right retooling and just the right paint job can make it look completely different to me.
I mean, it's literally night and day.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Ah,
Fun.
More pictures of Hot Shot.
Yo, this was the
Look at those waffles though. That's my big.
Someone will make a kit for your little gap fillers. All right, just move on.
I know.
Somebody will make them. Yeah, somebody will make them.
Someone will do it.
I mean, just for it to look so good and then have that dragging it down.
I know.
I
keep
wish
the
they could
baggage.
just flip that up. Like I know,
That's
even
what
if
I was
that's the
saying.
original
You're all like,
design of the character, just flip it up and
yeah, they're
like
like,
so
well,
it's
it's
out of
show
the way.
character. I mean, come on, you could do that.
It's like both toy and show had that. So
Take the liberty, you know.
Or like a double hinge right here to have it collapse
That's it.
up.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you
You
need
could
to
do that, or even a push pin that pulls out and just spins.
I'll swivel it up.
Yeah,
It's similar
Simple.
to like the hot rod thing that they
Correct.
have for the backpack.
Easy.
That'd be cool. Yep.
Missed opportunity, Hasbro.
I mean, it seems to be Hasbro's MO lately. Oh, speaking of missed opportunities and kind of disappointment, I mean, I'm still excited for them nonetheless, but heavy retool of G-Axis
Mhm.
So I
for
love
Vector
the
Prime.
I love the fact that they're using the Cybertron version of Vector Prime.
Yeah,
Because,
instead of the aligned.
well, not just that, but also in the case of lore as well, because they even stated in Cybertron that there's only one Vector Prime in all the multiverse, and that was him. So
That's cool.
So yeah, so intentional or not, like to go with this to go with this Vector Prime was a great choice.
Yeah,
Again, lore wise.
I'm not
No.
hating on this figure at all. I actually like it better than G-Axis.
What I hate is this. The phantom friction hinge that nothing attaches to that comes with him.
Shave it off.
This is CGI renders. To be fair, wait till we actually get it in hand, because they
Are you
could
sure? Are you sure about that?
Never mind. I'm eating my words.
Look, I'll let you borrow my Dremel. Just shave it off.
Or we're going back to that conversation again. Wait for an add-on kit, I guess. Maybe they'll do some more solar panels.
I'm sorry, but an add-on kit would only be a Dremel kit to shave it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh.
See the wings up here like this look better than what we saw with the render with them dangling way down.
Yeah. Now this just makes me raise a question. I think you guys. I don't remember if somebody brought it up. I remember hearing about it, but like, what if we get like a multi-pack of minicons?
I think it's gonna happen. It's got to happen.
because some of these characters that did release with some kind of minicon, and they had the partner in the shows. Like, why don't we have these?
Yeah.
Hold on this picture right here. I'm sorry, it's just me and my OCD, but who's the guy behind presenting this?
I think that's Mark.
All right, there's no way you can't tell me he didn't break his pinky finger at one point.
Oh,
because that's
It
jacked
does
up.
look weird.
That is jacked up.
It looks like something done in AI.
No. I mean, mine kind of does that too, but I busted. I broke my finger.
Now, I will say, compared to the renders, the figure does look better in hand. Right here.
I'd like to see in hand with that purple, just how shiny metallic that is.
Yeah, definitely looks better than the
like
original Hasbro.
Yeah, I like it. This might be one I pick up.
What are you thinking, Jose?
Oh, dude, there's no way his finger wasn't broken. Look at it; it's curled up. I mean, I'm telling you, he broke his finger. And look at the legs and everything. There's really not even a lot of gapping there.
No, G-Axis was a solid mold. Like him, Tarn, Starscream from this year are all pretty solid as far as like gaps and stuff like that.
Now you can say the back wing area that there's gapping and everything, but you fold it up. There's got to be. I guarantee you take those, you fold them down, kind of makes a cape type looking thing. I bet it looks.
See, I'd say fold them up to where the purple is like more, or like these.
I would want to cover the purple.
Well, like these right here are like
blue,
straight up to where it's like more up against his back. I think that'd be
but
a little bit better.
As I did, this isn't the first time where they've kind of messed up on the transformation.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
I kind of wish they'd put some paint around the edges of the wings because it just looks bland. It looks like the Hasbro one from Cybertron. Whereas the colors that they're trying to go for here are more the Takara Galaxy Force deco.
I'm surprised they put as much gold as they did on the nose of the alternate mode.
Yeah, highlighting those gears and clockwork.
Correct, because I could just see them not doing that at all. Overall, I think this looks good. This is a solid figure. Nothing a Dremel can't take care of.
Like I don't. Huh?
No, I didn't see that stream, so I was like, it actually kind of looks good there, like in person, like you know.
Yeah, it looks better than the renders. Like I saw the renders, I was like,
Yo, his hands open. His hands open and close.
Yeah, it's the same as G-Axis.
Oh,
So he's one of those Voyagers that has the opening hands.
Well, I just mentioned.
But he's got those typewriter fingers.
Yeah, I just mentioned I don't have G-Axis, so.
Oh.
I just never picked him up. Like I wait, like even at a couple of WalMarts around here, he's still shelf warming. So I just need to suck it up one day and just pick him up.
Just be careful though. Some of his waist pieces are starting to green. Has the weird effect of turning green instead of yellow.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think just some paint and like cutting off those clips, I think would help out. Like just mostly paint around the edges of the cape.
Yeah.
Would do him some real favors. And of course give us Safeguard.
Yeah.
Then I'd 100% be in for the Galaxy Force American release deco, the copper with the orange, black, and blue.
Yeah.
Maybe even the universe colors where it's like the chocolate brown and black. Yeah, those are all up. They did the pipeline reveals. This is more Studio Series side, so getting Steeljaw as a core class.
Yeah.
I don't know why they couldn't release Ramhorn as a separate release.
You know, I'd be all right with the cassette 2-pack throwback.
Oh yeah, do them as like a deluxe to get two core class cassettes.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. Yeah, like they did during Siege.
You would sell those like hotcakes.
Well,
Yep.
the problem with the Siege ones is you couldn't get any of the accessories. Like the way they did Rumble and Frenzy as core class with the pile drivers and their blasters, that's the perfect way to do it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
double them up as a 2-pack. There you go. Or as a deluxe.
Absolutely. Then do a throwback to where you know it wasn't like Rumble and Frenzy together, but you would alternate them so that you.
Oh yeah, as a Rumble and Buzzsaw and Frenzy with Ravage.
Yeah. And I think, dude, I'd buy two just to keep one in the package, just because of display purposes, because I like cassettes, and that's actually a pretty big community, and that's another little lost Hasbro. What are you thinking? You could do this.
Yep. War for Cybertron, Decepticon Trooper, the Autobot Trooper is probably just going to be the same, and Autobot colors.
Yeah.
Nothing really special.
I think
Bumblebee Skywarp.
That's what I'm talking about. Like they just keep coming. They just keep coming.
Yep.
What happened? Studio Series 86 Springer. It's going to be a heavy partial on the Siege mold. So
they're gonna improve it. I thought it would just be like a cleaner repaint or something with
it's going to be. Yeah, they're going to beef him up, is what they were saying. Probably add more transformation steps because helicopter to car mode was not that much different.
No,
I thought it was nice. I like that figure.
I do want to see this one. This one's on my radar. I would pick it up, depending
same.
on how good it looks.
Because Siege Springer for me was like it's a 9. It wasn't a 10. But it was like man, if they could if they had one more opportunity to go over with this figure, and I think that's what they're doing with this.
Right.
I think your 9 is generous.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a 7.5 to 8.
I dug it. I really dug it. I mean, that's still good score. I really like the figure.
Yeah. 86 Bumblebee. They said we're gonna really like it, so I mean, they've said that before, and we've been disappointed. But
accurate yellow.
This is where I have to
probably more Penny Racer Beetle too.
This is where I have to definitely look side eyes as Hasbro. Like he wasn't even in the flipping movie.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was in Cybertron. What's
Oh, that's right.
And it was inside Unicron on
I
that little
like-
conveyor belt about to be dropped into acid.
That's right. I keep on having the Autobot city fly through my head. And I'm like, where was
Oh
he in that
shit!
scene?
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, he was barely, but yeah.
This
Yeah.
one threw me for a loop because I didn't think we were going to get this. We were getting a leader class Straxus.
Wow.
I think this caught everybody off guard.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And if I had to guess, it's probably going to be a heavy retool of Galvatron. Because even in some of the artwork, his cannon mode looks like that of Galvatron.
Hmm.
I'd
Again,
really like to see how they do with this one. I like that character.
yeah. Again, if they're taking a decent mold and just having another pass at it, is like, dude, go ahead.
And there's some exclusive opportunity they could do him with Blaster with a comic accurate head, or comic toy accurate head with Scrounge.
God, I'm so sick of the repaints and the repackaging. Just, ugh.
Welcome to Transformers.
I know. But just give me the
Milk it.
character. Be done with it.
Milk the mold. Milk the mold.
Hey, would you rather be in today's environment where they try to make it as different as possible rather than back in the day where it was literally just a color swap?
Yeah, for real. For real.
Yeah,
At least
but,
they're
I mean,
doing some of this stuff,
The problem is that you
Yes.
they pair them, and I know why they do it, but they pair it with something that you don't want, and then you're like, you're forced to buy it.
Well, I mean, at least with the Blaster thing, it's like it's actually a scene taken right out of the comic.
Right.
Take a look at some of the more official images.
Yeah, but do I really want to buy another figure because it has a different facial expression or head sculpt?
I mean, I can understand that. It's just options for people.
Well, and that's why I've been the guy that I used to be, grab everything when you first see it. Now I'm kind of like, I'm going to wait.
In my area, you have to
my
be.
options are.
In my area, you have to be that person. You have to be as soon as you see it, you grab it, or else it's gone. My area sucks.
Well, I didn't say it wouldn't cost you more, but maybe you'll make a more logical decision on which one you want by waiting. But it might cost you more.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing we've been discussing for a while. Patience saves pockets.
It does, but then the opposite is if something else better comes out. Okay, if something else better comes out, then the price of the other one goes down. If something else comes out that people don't like, the price of the previous one goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supply and demand is the way it always is. And everything's a gamble. I mean, it just is. But for me lately, I think it's better to wait and weigh my options.
See, now I see the black on the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this deco is fucking really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, showing off with swords.
That mold is in my highs. That has to be like some of my top 10s right there.
Just wait. You're gonna get another one next year in blue. Actually, yeah. Wave 5 of United, I think, leader class.
I mean,
are they doing G2?
Yeah,
well, they will.
They did the cancel G2, but then they're gonna do the blue G2.
Oh, well, then you got at least 2 other molds of that. Because there was first wave and second wave of G2.
Yep. All right, so here's what you want to talk about, Brett.
Yes. Sold.
Definitely.
I am worried about those legs.
Yeah. With how tiny those joints are, it's going to be quite harrowing.
I can understand why he's I can understand why he's the second one of this line to come out. First off, if this becomes a whole line, I'm sold on them all in general. But as a second release, maybe you guys could have gone with somebody else.
Well, the logical second release would be Megatron, but I still think that they're trying to figure out a way to make him more G1 with the guidelines that are in place right now.
Yeah. It'll probably just be one of those things that you can only order
Well,
from
so then
Takara.
you jump on the popularity of Bumblebee now. This is a logical choice, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why, but at the same time, it makes it like, let's wait. Wait till it comes in hand. Really?
this-
Think-
And
This is 100% a definite pickup. Both of them, absolutely.
yeah, what's cool about Cliff Jumper is he actually comes with the rocket launcher from More Than Meets the Eye Part 1.
Hey.
What did I just say
Nice.
before? Don't care about that. Improve the figure. Keep your accessories.
I mean, if it's anything like the Optimus, which was super quality, sure these will be quality as well.
Yeah,
Well, you
there
know
we
what
go.
I'm saying. I'm
I
not
was
going to use that thing. It's going to sit in the box.
So, I'm gonna have a pose with it.
I was just gonna say is like he's a 1-for-1 for he's a 1-for-1 with Bumblebee, just minus the feet and the head. So his retooling.
And the
We
chest.
just talked about that behind the scenes also with reshells. And that's why I said I wish they would redo him to make him look more like a Porsche. And he doesn't.
I mean, he is a Porsche. He's a super deformed
He's not.
Porsche.
He's a stubby Porsche.
That's what he was in the cartoon.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. He was longer than Bumblebee.
Oh my god! Here we go.
But then I'll easily just use everybody's favorite. But it's not Z1. It's not accurate to the cartoon. Then
Find a picture of them both in robot mode.
But no, but this is them. This is them.
I'm sorry,
basing-
not robot. I'm sorry, vehicle mode. Sorry.
But this is not them basing it off the cartoon. This is a solely, literally taking the old toy and updating it with modern.
That's what I tried to say.
Yeah.
There we go.
No.
Because I can say that about Missing Link Optimus Prime, where even as a kid, I wish he had all the articulation that we have now. And then
Oh, absolutely.
Well, there we go.
yep. And then I have to ask this. Why did it take 40 years to get that figure updated like that?
Hasbro. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I mean, you can say Hasbro or just modern business practices of not trying to.
Oh, there he is again.
Yeah.
But go back up. See that one right there, in the middle of the screen.
That's the unrevealed as of yet MP.
And what did they do? They made it longer. They added to the front, added to the back. It's
Did they?
minor. It still doesn't look like a Porsche to me. I mean, but still, that always bugged me because, and I knew when they did it. They used the same molds and they reshelled it and this, that, and the other. But you have the opportunity to change two figures. Why not make them more accurate? And what are they doing? They're going toy accurate. And I'm good with it. Trust me. I'm going to buy them both. You know this. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. The question is, how much are they going to be?
Are they? Is it going to be a 2-pack?
I don't want to pay more than like $25 or $30 for something this small. Like,
Well, I mean, but is it a 2-pack?
I think they're individual releases.
If it was a 2-pack, I would think 60 to 70 tops.
Well, no, Optimus. So the Optimus minus the trailer was 70. So if he's 70 without the trailer, I can easily see these guys being like maybe 40.
yeah, $30 to $40. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
a piece. Right.
Yeah, a piece.
I was saying like 70 for a pair.
Oh, for them together, yeah.
Yeah, like a 2-pack. Because that's the other thing. Are they really going to try and sell these things separately, or are they going to try and do it as a pack?
They're probably going to try to sell them separately because, I mean, there is definitely some Bumblebee fatigue.
There is,
Yeah.
but there's more people that care about Bumblebee than Cliff Jumper. I think they'd be smarter to do a 2-pack. That's just me.
Mm.
It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
I guess we'll find out when.
how they come out. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
means I have more cardboard to figure out what to do with.
Yep.
You're eventually going to have to do. Eventually, I already had to come across that question, and the answer was obvious.
Yep, I already threw some stuff away.
I need to start going through and throwing some stuff away myself. But
Yep, I got rid of
when-
some older boxes.
I
did.
I had to move in not last year but the year before, and yeah, there was a lot of boxes that were gone. I had to throw away the Unicron box because like I don't know. Where the hell was I going to put that thing? That's a box I can literally fit in.
The HasLab one?
It's huge.
Yeah, the HasLab one. I actually have a video of myself
I wouldn't have
climbing
thrown
into the
that away.
box.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
thrown that away.
Oh, I did. I threw it away.
I guarantee there's some idiot that would buy that.
I already looked up. I never thought about selling it until like literally a month ago. And yeah, there's listings on eBay, completed listings on eBay of people just buying the box.
Wow.
I told you that.
Yeah, that's the
Absolutely.
thing. People like they buy
I
stuff.
wonder how many of them were people who didn't read the description or the title and just,
Well,
Unicron for $50.
You've got you have some people that just want the box for display, even though no matter how plain it is. But then you have others that maybe it got damaged in shipment and they want a pristine box, so they'll buy it.
Yep.
So that absolutely no. That's like throwing away. I'm sorry, I'm not being mean. That's like to me throwing away paperwork or accessories. For that, I would not throw it away.
Oh no! Like I said, I didn't even think about it until like literally a month ago.
Sure.
And on top of that, I was coming out of a very bad situation, so it was not.
I'm not knocking you, but
Yeah.
I mean the big eye opening thing for me was Hot Toys. So Hot Toys, they have their their 1/6 scale figure, this, that, and the other, and it comes in a nice box, but it has a mailer sleeve, and people would throw the mailer sleeves away. You can get a 10 to 20% premium if it has the mailer sleeve.
Ah.
People love the mailer sleeve. Yeah.
I'm following you.
So there's money in that cardboard.
Oh, trust me, I've collected video games as well, and there's a
Oh,
market.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like prime example is just like the boxes and all the manuals and stuff for flipping Pokemon games.
Premium.
Yep.
N-I-A-U-I-N. Oh boy, we're gonna find this live.
What?
How much a box is gonna be?
Don't hurt yourself.
Well, I mean, at least the good thing is right now is it looks like it's all like it includes the figure, or the figure doesn't have the box.
Yeah.
Let's see, hold on, box only. I mean, on the good news, it looks like Unicron's price is going up.
Not for me.
Make all the more tempting for me to sell it.
It looks like hold on, completed listings, completed and sold. Oh no, he's still selling around 2. No, it looks like no one really, at least recently, sold the box by itself. Mint and sealed box never opened. Mint and sealed, but not the box by itself.
Well,
Steve-
I've never really looked at that. I just know how other things go, and I can see that having a value.
Oh yeah, like what was it? Like I had in my possession just a random copy, just a box for Fire Emblem on the GameCube, and it had all the manuals and stuff in it. That thing's $75.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially because back in the day, what people do is that they would just they would throw away the case or the boxes and put it in like a CD folder, and then they would go trade it all in. Galactus's head's only $65.
Okay.
Well, the Marvel Legends HasLab Galactus head only is $65.
Crazy.
Does anyone else have any topics or anything they want to talk about, or just like final thoughts before we end the stream?
Nah, I actually need to start getting ready for work.
All I'm going to say is that missing link line, just keep it going.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it
I
coming.
like it. I will find a spot for it.
If I can actually get it in hand, so I can mess with it before I buy it, I'd really like that first.
It's really nice, man. That Optimus. If you get your hands on that Optimus, man, grab that one. It's really nice.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been hearing nothing but good things, but it's definitely like I probably end up buying it, but I still would like to goof off with it first, you know.
Yep.
But all right, I think that's a good place to get it to end it. So everyone, shout out yourselves one more time so we can.
Megamus, I'm here.
All right, Hurricane BX all over social media.
You can catch me at Werewolf Finder for my Transformer stuff, Werewolf Finder Gaming for my video game content, or Alan Ware on Instagram.
And I'm Dalton. You can find me everywhere at Dalton95. So hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Try to keep it a little bit shorter than the last one. I had no intention on going 3 hours long last time. So
Oh, they
yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Beast Wars.
Peace.
Beast Wars. Alfredo.